Go ahead, C Prince.
You know what? I like that statement right there. That was the best statement of the night. The one you just
Which
had
one?
up, that they pushing men out the house. You know what? That's women recognize that word, pushing men out the home. If you push them out the home, guess what? Women are responsible for side chicks. In that whole statement right there, where you think he was gonna go to? You know what I'm saying? You push him out home, he goes somewhere else's home. You are responsible for creating a different genre of women for us to go to. A side chick. Yeah, I'm gonna pay bills out here. I'm gonna get all the sensitivity over here. I appreciate this conversation tonight. Well, I'm learning a whole lot. Think about it. If you can recognize that you push him out the house to another woman, but he come back home, why are we mad? Why are we mad?
Man, you know, I see
Vince. Why are we
Vince
mad?
going crazy on the mute over here. Vince ready to say something. Vince, come on back off, man. Go ahead.
I'll hold up the smoke. My thing is, why we sit up here having babies with him then? If she disrespectful, if she put you in the house, then why you in between her legs? The first time she disrespected you, you should have been out the door, but you wanted that snatch. So my thing is, we gotta take some responsibility, see Prince. We can't put it on these ladies. Because I was single for 20-something years, and I knew exactly what it was. So we ain't gonna say she pushing us out. You knew you shouldn't have been over there anyway. They just keep it 100. You shouldn't have been over there anyway.
Hey, listen.
And if you set your house up right, you ain't gotta ask for no disrespect. You gonna get respect if you setting your house up right. If you setting it up, you ain't baby daddy coming in there, living on her house, living with her, having babies and ain't married, but you want to be respected. Not you, C Prince. I'm not talking about you.
I know.
I'm talking about in general. These men want a lot of respect and don't want no responsibility.
But what I'm saying,
see, Prince, let me look. And I understand that. I lived with women. You know, I had my first 2 kids out of wedlock. I did it did at 45. I said, you know what? I want something different. I want a different level of respect.
Also,
so you know what I did? Well, let me finish. So you know what I did? I changed.
Okay, then.
But I'm not gonna sit up here and say that. Well, it was no. I had to get myself right first. Then you're gonna get the respect. Some of us don't set the house up right, and then we want the respect. But it ain't set up right. It's a house. It's a house of cards. Fellas.
They triggered, Vince. They triggered, man. V-Box is saying he don't agree. Hold on.
I don't know. Listen, I understand both of your guys' lived experience, Vince and C Prince. I want to definitely say that up front. But something that was that Tootie Ross stated, and this is the reason why I think he said that men shouldn't be holding the brunt of this issue, is that it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, right? Vince's experience, most black men are not having children. So we need to keep that in his perspective. And actually, I think somebody brought this up, which is actually wrong. Most black men are involved in their kids' life. The CDC has posted this over and over and over and over and over again. Most black men are involved. So we have a small percentage of men creating a lot of this chaos. And I don't know how we can have a actual conversation when one side is actually pretending like, oh, it's a 50-50 issue, right? That on one side we're messed up, but also so are you. And that's not true, right? It's not. And yeah, I agree that men who are in that position should step up and take accountability. But the rest of us, like the 80% of us, we don't have nothing to do with it. So, and that's the issue. This is why we can't even really have these conversations, because I'll state the stats again. 54% of black men have no children. 54. 33% of black men are married, either have children or no children. What are we talking about? Versus the other side, it's like 68, depending, to 70-something% have kids out of wedlock. So we can't, when we have these conversations and, man, we got to do better. Men are doing fine. Men have a B plus. I mean, we are doing what we're supposed to do.
No.
As a group?
No.
I like beatboxers.
Right. I agree. I'm saying, as a group,
no.
if most of us are not having children out of wedlock, what do you want us to do?
So I agree with that stat, and you brought up that stat, y'all. It's late, so y'all gonna get what y'all get from me. But
we about to shut down.
That particular stat, like you're right. We understand that it's women having babies with the same subset of men, right? It's not all men that are creating these single parent homes, right? And when Vince gave his stat earlier, he was talking about being in the home every day. He was talking about a family unit. We understand that men can co-parent with their baby mama. We understand they can support the kids. And that is, don't get me wrong, that's great that they're in their children's lives. So I'm not taking anything away from that. But he's talking about the difference between seeing them at certain days and certain times, and the difference of being with them and raising them, right? That's what he's saying. He's saying that he was in the lives of his children, his older children. He was in their lives. And he said, he was a decent dad. But now he's able to be with his younger two kids every day and raise them. And there is a difference. And he's just talking about the difference. And I think, once again, y'all, we're not making no excuses in 2025. Y'all get up off them excuses. It's a difference. And it matters, okay? It matters. I know we want to say, oh, well, I'm in my children's lives, and that's great. I'm not taking nothing away from you being there for your kids, but it is a difference. It is a difference. And what we're saying is your children are missing that. They are missing that opportunity. It's a difference, guys. So we can't keep talking about the women. Whoever these men are, they are contributing to this. And then these kids grow up, guys. This is how it affects all of us. Then these kids grow up and they enter society, okay? And whatever deficiency or whatever trauma or whatever is there, they are now some of the human beings that we're talking about right now. So I understand that it might not be the majority of men. That doesn't mean that it does not have the impact that it is, that very conversations we're having right now. It has a huge impact, right? So I understand that we're talking about a subset of men. We're also talking about a subset of women because obviously, not all women are uncooperative. Not all women are angry. Not all women. We know we're not talking about all women. We're not talking about all men, right? But if we're going to have the conversations about not making excuses for behaviors and about doing what we have to do to change the behaviors, then we can't keep doing that.
What's good? It's your boy Quay Price holding it down for Candid Combos. Man, if you enjoyed this video, man, go check out this next one.